What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Movies That Make You podcast. Season 2 is in full gear, and so we are super excited for what we got going on this season. Just to let you know what that means, we still have our weekly Prepisodes where we discuss movies to watch in preparation for a new release hitting theaters. I got my buddy POPpaGoss on those each and every week. Those drop on Mondays at 6 a.m. Also, we have our Creators Conversations. This is where we're interviewing people from the business and beyond to discuss what they do to create and how they create their art. So be on the lookout for that on YouTube. We're also doing our monthly watch-alongs where we pick a movie to watch. We live stream our conversation while we're watching the film on YouTube. This week, we're going to be having Zeke back on the show to talk about our top 5 Illumination animated films in preparation for Minions and Monsters hitting theaters Friday. They've made some good ones. Let's see how this one measures up. We hope you also check out our website at moviesthatmakeyoupodcast.com. There you can see all of our social links. You can listen to the podcast. You can watch the podcast. We also have our merch store. You can find tons of merch for Movies That Make You and our friends. We also have a link to our letterbox where you can see all the movies that we watch in preparation for the new releases, but also the movies that make you laugh, the movies that make you cry, the movies that make you scream, and everything in between. So before we get to this week's episode, let's check out what we got coming up on the Movies That Make You podcast. On July 3rd, we've got our 35th anniversary of Terminator 2. Terminator 2 is 35 years old, and we're going to watch it along with you, and we hope you'll join us. Next week, we've got top 5 Disney films with Aaron and Kyle from ZombieCon Volume 1. You know them, you love them. They're going to be back. A little bit off the zombie brand, talk about our favorite Disney films, all in preparation for the live-action Moana hitting theaters that Friday. On July 7th, we've got our OKC Horror Con Prep live stream. We're going to be joined by some friends as we discuss the upcoming con and all the things we're excited for. The week after that, we've got Papa Knot back in the house again for the Odyssey Prepisode. We're going to be talking about Troy, 300, and Oh Brother Where Art Thou. It's going to be an epic episode you do not want to miss. The week after that, we've got the Evil Dead series gearing up for Evil Dead Burn. We've invited Laser Wagon to be on the podcast for that week as we talk about all the previous Evil Dead movies. The week after that, we're welcoming Chris Valentine back on this show to talk about all the Spider-Man movies up until this point. We've got Brand New Day dropping in theaters that Friday, so we want to be prepared because they could throw anything at us. Hope those episodes excite you. So without further ado, let's get to the podcast. We are back with another episode of the Movies That Make You podcast. I am Sprang. I'm your host. I've got my co-host, my young-looking co-host, Mr. POPpaGoss, clean shave, looking good. My brother, how are you?
What's up, buddy? Yeah. So for our audience, I had a job interview last week. I didn't lose a bet, I promise. But yeah, I shaved it all off. But it's already growing back, so I'll have it probably like next month.
Yeah, exactly. And we are welcoming Zeke back to the show.
Zeke,
What's up, guys? I know you've been missing all this.
Yes.
Zeke the Almighty.
The fan favorite. Always got the love in the comments whenever we have the boys episodes, and they were all talking about Halloween and stuff. Like Zeke's the real deal. So Zeke's holding down.
I'm probably just gonna do like a jester hat and go to school and call myself a jester. No makeup, just like no outfit, just that.
Just that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have Zeke here because we are talking about our top 5 Illumination Studios films, animated films. Zeke's going to bring his top 5. Josh is going to give his top 5. I'm going to do my top 5. And just kind of give you, those of you that are new to the show, how we roll this is it's kind of an homage to one of my favorite podcasts of all time, which is the Top 5 show. We're going to start at our 5, and if somebody else has it higher on the list, we're going to wait and talk about it when it's higher on the list. So if he has one at 5 and I have it at 1, we're going to wait and talk about it when we get to my 1. So that's a little bit how it rolls. Sorry about that. But before we do that, Zeke, just tell us a little bit, how's your summer going?
My summer is going.
You can answer when you get here.
My summer is going horrible. It's opposite day today.
No.
It's amazing. I love it. We haven't been really following we have like a quota we have to meet where it's like we have to do 1 hour of outside time and 1 hour of reading. We haven't been doing that well, but I think that next week we'll start to get back on it.
Yeah.
But turns out Wednesday I accidentally injured myself. I hyperextended my arm while playing pool volleyball. It's not what you think. It's like a floaty, flat rectangle, has a volleyball net in the middle. water on the floor, and one guy was splashing a dude, and so I thought that was fun. So I was splashing the dude with my feet, and I slipped, and then I don't know how, but I hyperextended my arm.
Yep.
But it's feeling better now. I think I've gotten better with it. In the moment, I was about to cry, but I was like, "Oh, everybody's watching me. I can't," so I didn't.
Yep. Speaking of crying and being scared really bad, you want to tell them about the movie last night
Yeah. Oh no. So me and Dad were watching Cloverfield
with Kristen? Yeah.
with Kristen,
Yeah.
and one of the scenes. This is gonna be a bit rough, so if you have children, please skip this. Like probably 10 seconds. Her chest kind of like almost like
Something, yeah,
exploded.
something
And
exploded and blood sputtered on a
yeah,
curtain. On a curtain,
basically.
you couldn't see what happened, but you just saw the blood, and that was too much for Zeke,
That was too much.
and we didn't know, and I didn't even remember the scene. So
Yeah, it's pretty brutal, so
Yeah,
that's understandable.
yeah, it was a PG-13, so I didn't know. It'd been a while. I hadn't probably seen it
Yeah.
since
Well, really
2008.
just that scene, yeah, that one scene is, 'cause I remember in the theaters, we were all I'd seen a lot of stuff like that before, but I know that scene when in general was just very shocking to the audience, so.
Yeah, but we can't tell them the plot of Cloverfield. That's the whole point.
No,
Is
that's
that
Yeah, it's
you
just
go in,
about
you
a
don't know.
leprechaun who has good luck charms and goes
Lots of
through a
clovers.
field.
Yeah, lots of
He
clovers.
says, "They're always after me, Lucky Charms."
It's a television commercial.
Oh, nice reference.
Thanks.
do not steal
Austin
me, Lucky
Powers.
Charms.
Yes. So we Zeke got to take a break from that movie, and I just told him to end so he could feel like he'd finished watching
Yeah.
it. But I'm actually in the middle of we've got an episode coming up this week where we're recording for the Supergirl Prepisode. So I've been catching up on my female superhero movies. I've finished Wakanda Forever, and I've watched Supergirl for the first time, and then I started Wonder Woman last night. I'm about halfway through Wonder
Nice.
Woman, which is like I don't even take notes because I'm so engrossed in just the fun of the story, and the characters dynamics are just like so great. So excited for that episode. And it's cool because we're gonna have a new guest, and that episode actually dropped last week. So go back and watch it. It's gonna be
Yeah.
great. Yeah, it's
Super
awesome.
fun.
So Josh, how about you? How's your week been?
My week's been good, just getting readjusted back from, we had Frightmare weekend, which was
Mhm.
a blast. Pretty stressful at the beginning and the middle, but it ended extremely well. So had a good time, meeting up with friends and a lot of people we've had on the show before. So we got to meet some of them for the first time in person, which was really fun. Um, but yeah, just kind of getting reacclimated. It's been pretty hot this week already, even though we got some rain. I think it made it worse. So been
Yeah.
pretty sweaty out, but no, overall good. Just kind of like I said, just kind of getting back in the groove. Lennon's had a bunch of he got a new schedule for his ABA therapy, so since he's out of school for the summer, he goes longer and he starts earlier in the day now. So
Okay.
just getting adjusted to that. But other than that, everything's good.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, let's jump into it. We're going to jump into Illumination films, our top 5 favorite. As I said before, we're going to start at the 5 and go to 1. If it's higher on someone else's list, we're going to wait till we talk about it at the higher position to give it the reverence that it deserves being higher. So, Zeke, why don't you start as being our guest? What's your number 5?
My number 5, the Lorax.
I have that higher.
Nice.
So we're going to talk about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Josh, how about you? What's your number 5?
My number 5 is I just saw it. My number 5 is The Grinch
The
with
Grinch.
Benedict
I have that
Cumberbatch.
higher.
Yes, I
Okay,
have it higher as well, but
awesome.
Zeke has it higher than me. So,
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
all right, my number 5 is The Secret Life of Pets.
I have
Nice.
that
I have
higher.
that. I
No.
have that higher.
You have that higher? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, back to you, Zeke.
I'm sorry, that was just so funny.
It was honey.
Honey?
I said funny.
Oh, I thought you said honey.
Yeah, honey.
Mine is Minions: The Rise of Gru.
And I do not have that on my list.
Yeah, I don't have that on mine either.
So let's hear it.
Alright.
What makes it so great?
Basically, the super villain group, steal this amulet, and it's about the Chinese Lunar New Year. And then young Gru steals it. He adopts the minions, kind of. Well, he
Mhm.
doesn't make them his children, obviously, but he
No,
just
but his minions.
his minions. The minions are his minions. Uh, so I think one of the minions has it and then he loses it. He trades it for like a pet rock, and then Gru's really mad at it and he tells them all to get out, I think. And
Mhm.
then 4 of them stay and he's like, "Okay, you guys have to try to get it back." So one of them goes on this awesome journey with this one dude who has the amulet. And then meanwhile, the supervillain group are trying to get Gru, I think, and then he has to like run away. And then one of the old ones finds him, and then he has like this super evil contraption, and it's like he's gonna kill him, I think, right? Yeah. But
Yeah, that sounds
yeah.
right.
Yeah. uh and he like trains him and like trains him to be a villain because apparently he likes him or something. And then uh the other 5 villains know that Gru is with him, and so they destroy his house. And now one of the minions has the amulet and he tries to bring it back to Gru, but the super evil 5 villains have it, and now it's a conundrum. But you're gonna have to see it for yourself. No spoilers for me.
So what would you say is your favorite part of the film overall?
Um, that's difficult. I think it's the pet rock scene where he tries to like
Mhm.
he's fallen in love with the pet rock.
Yeah.
That's it. One of the minions, not Gru.
Yeah, yeah. I remember enjoying the film, and kinda getting that fun. Grew as a kid was really funny, and the minions are great. And so I enjoyed the film. It just didn't make my top 5, but yeah, it's definitely one check out. It's basically Minions 2, because the first Minions is somewhere else on the list. And we'll talk about that when we get to it. But yeah, it's a good film. Did you ever get a chance to see that one, Josh?
I've seen some of it. My son, like I've said before, he'll watch like clips of them, and usually he's logging the TV anyway. So we've thrown that one on a few times when it was on Netflix recently, and I saw at least like the first 20 minutes, and I enjoyed it, but I never got to go back and finish it because he'd always change it. But what I saw of it, I liked. I really liked the intro scene with the like
With
super
the
group of like
mystic,
special agents, and they
Mhm.
with like
they
it's like
play I
a
forget what I think it's an Earth, Wind& and Fire song. I can't remember, but they play a really catchy, like, classic song in the beginning, and, there's a fun little montage, but yeah, it was, I wanna go back and finish it eventually because I enjoyed what I saw.
Yeah, that's awesome.
was it the 21st Night of September song?
I think it was September, yeah, I think that was the
Oh,
song.
no, I don't think it actually was that. I don't remember it.
Well, I know
It
the
was one
September was, at the end of Trolls, so I don't know if they would've
Okay,
used that
maybe
one, but
yeah, that song plays in a lot of movies actually, but,
yeah. Cool. Alright. Well, let's get to, what is your number 4, Josh?
Secret Life of Pets.
Okay.
You have it higher?
I do not. I had it at 5, and Zeke doesn't have it on his list. So, yeah, let's talk
Okay.
about it. Share it.
So yeah, Secret Life of Pets. I mean, I remember when the first trailer dropped. I mean, even in the theater, I remember. I don't remember what movie I was at, but the whole theater was just laughing because we have had so many times, if for pet owners at least. Like I
Mhm.
have a couple dogs, and I've had previous dogs and stuff, and we're always wondering what they're thinking. And this movie and cats too, but this movie really like dives into, what it would be like in a day in the life. There's mostly city animals because they're in like New York City or something like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, the trailer is super funny. I remember the poodle. They showed the poodle in the trailer, and
Yeah.
the owners leave, and the poodle puts on like System of a Down, which I thought was like so funny.
Yeah.
It was headbanging.
Yeah.
Well, and the song choice, because like, out of any System of a Down song, the dog picked, like, Pogo or whatever, which is funny, but, um Yeah, it's super funny. I mean, the voice actors they've had for it, they've even changed voice actors for the sequel. I mean, everybody they've cast has been super funny, but it's just one of
Mm-hmm.
those like, what if, the dogs could communicate with each
Mm-hmm.
other at least? What are they thinking and what are they saying? And it's just done really well. But yeah, I just enjoy that movie quite often. So that's why I put it in my top five.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, go ahead, Zeke.
I remember Kevin Hart was the bunny.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so great. And I think I'm with you. I think just the hilarity of like they did a good job of doing the things that you'd expect, like if in your own mind, like what pets would do when you're gone, like what you'd imagine them
Right.
doing. They did. Um, they hit the note right on the head, and then or the nail right on the head, and then they also kind of did some things like the poodle, being in this heavy metal stuff.
Yeah.
That's a great flip. I think that the Kevin Hart stuff was funny. And he actually got roasted on that at his roast. Cat Williams busted him for being the little white
Yeah.
rabbit, you know. So it was pretty funny. Yeah. So yeah, Secret Life of Pets, really great. I had it in my number 5, and yeah, it was fun. Cool. Well, in the second one, you talk about the city. That's what I was going to say. You talk about the city. In the second one, they end up going to the farm, and Harrison Ford plays the dog. It's kind
Right.
of like trying to teach him how to be a dog because he's never done outside dog things. So I thought the second one kind of took it and kind of did some of the similar, like fun, kind of fish out of water type situations. So,
I remember Super Pets.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Federation of X's, not to be trusted.
mm-hmm. I don't think I ever saw that one, but it was
Yeah.
if all the superheroes of DC had pets, this would be like the story about them. So that's fun.
Well, I think it was just Superdog, and then the other ones got adopted. Batman was just like,
Mm-hmm.
and then he actually pet him, and it was awesome.
Nice. Cool. Well, let's jump to my number 4, which is the Grinch, and that is
Nice.
Zeke's number 3. So we can talk about it now because it's the same
Okay.
area. But it's higher on yours, so you go first. Zeke.
All right. Basically, all the Who's in Whoville are excited for Christmas, and they're singing and feasting and playing, and the Grinch hates all of it. And he's trying to get rid of it by stealing everyone's Christmas decorations and presents and all the things. And uh he's going to pretend to be Santa while doing it, and it's really funny. I love it. Uh and then there's these three who try to trap Santa in order to get a wish from him or something. I think they're confusing him with someone else, but
Gotcha.
and the Grinch is so like sad, and now he tries to like, oh no, what have I done? I've robbed all these people's joy. And so he goes back and delivers all of it, and then everyone welcomes him because he's done this. His heart grew 5 times bigger, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So his blood pressure should be good. But
Nice.
yeah, heartwarming story. Max is the best dog ever. Well, of course, other than our dog, which is still pretty good. But I think all dogs are the best.
Yep.
They're all really cute.
I thought this was a good modern day version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Of course, the classic one is always one that's fun to watch at Christmas time. But this one has the Grinch voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch. And I think, Max being the little dog plays kind of has the same style of pets design as the Secret Life of Pets. And so they just have a fun dynamic relationship. This one isn't a musical, whereas of course the original was a kind of a lot of singing and stuff. And so this one fits for those kids that aren't necessarily big into music, but like the story. And it's done pretty well. And I enjoyed it. So
It's an hour 26 minutes, so it's pretty short. Just
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
Minecraft movie.
yeah.
I wish we could get to see more of Jack Black being the best Steve he could be.
Exactly. How about you, Josh? Did you ever get a chance to see the Grinch?
Yes, I've seen the animated Grinch quite
Oh
a few
yeah.
times because Lennon loves that movie. We got it on Blu-ray when it first came out, because the Target was running like buy two get one free. So we the first Blu-ray we got of it we got for free because Target was running a sale. So we tried it out on the Blu-ray player, and Lennon just like he loves that movie. Like a lot of the scenes, when he was little, he used to watch the scene where what's her name, Susie, or what's the little girl's name? I can't remember the little girl's name,
Cindy,
but
I think.
Cindy Lou
yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Cindy, yeah. She's, like, sledding to go take her letter down to the and, Lennon used to rewind that over. He thought that was the funniest scene ever, but, it I finally, because Lennon, I've said before he'll watch the same scenes over and over, so for a while, I didn't see the whole movie, and then I finally, like, one night I sat and just watched the whole thing, and, it's really good. I mean, I grew up with obviously the animated one had come out years before I was born, but we grew up watching that every year because it was on TV. And then
Hmm.
the Jim Carrey live action one is the one that I like grew up with for a long time, and I've always loved that one as well. But they did a good job. I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch, it's kind of an odd role for. I know it's voice acting, but like it doesn't even sound like Benedict Cumberbatch. It's just a
Hmm.
odd role for him. Um, Keenan's one of my favorite characters. He plays what's his name? Something Britches, Brindlebaum, I think is his name.
Bricklebaum.
But
Bricklebaum.
Bricklebaum, yeah, and he's not in the movie a ton, but when he is, he's just Keenan's voice and his delivery is just so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Dude.
it's a fun one. There's a lot of, the animation is very like 4K. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
did the hair on the Grinch just stands out. Like all the details, the little details, the snow. Um,
Hmm.
Pharrell Williams as the narrator, which I think is cool because I've been a fan of his music and stuff for a long time.
Him, primarily from the Despicable Me soundtrack.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
favorite one of his songs is Double Life. It's great.
Hmm.
he does like most of the music for a lot of the Illumination. Like you always hear it either in the trailer or for the actual movie itself, which I think is cool. So,
Yeah.
but
You know?
it's fun. I mean, the details, the effects, the story. We've known that story for a while, but they didn't just do like a remake of like the live action or a remake of like the original animated one. They did kind of like their own version set in the same story. So I kind of like how they didn't just like do shot for shot in an animated form, just
Yeah.
updated. So I thought it was really fun. And like Zeke said earlier, it's real short and it's, we kind of, we don't get a lot of short movies, even the animated ones sometimes push the 2 hour boundary. So it's
Hmm.
nice when you can just watch a movie for hour and a half and then be done. So
Yeah.
And I'm having a bad day. It's
yeah.
about time that I get my way.
Yeah,
Uh,
Lennon loves all the
but
music from those movies.
yeah,
Yeah.
we've got to make this into one of the
They
shorts.
are good. They're catchy.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
sure. All right. We're back to you, Josh. What is your number 3?
My number 3 is Despicable Me 3.
Ooh, nice. I don't have that. I don't think we have
Mhm.
that on our list. So go for it.
Okay, cool. So I really honestly I was gonna put Despicable Me 1 just because that like started Illumination Studios. Um But I picked number 3 because it's the one I've probably seen the most because my
Hmm.
son is obsessed with that one. And it's really fun. I mean, Trey Parker from South Park as the villain. Got an 80s theme. I love 80s stuff in general, so the soundtrack is really good. Uh, the humor, I think, is really funny. We get introduced to Gru's, twin brother in this one, which that whole
Drew!
sequence of them meeting is just super funny.
Yeah.
And that one didn't do very well. I mean, it got really bad ratings when it came out, but, I don't think people actually sat and, like I think the kids didn't like it as much because it referenced stuff that they don't know about. Um, but, like, the parents grew up with '80s references and stuff. So I thought it was really funny. So I enjoyed it, but I put it on my list because my son has watched it a billion times. So I uh I just had to put that one.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to put it on my 1 and 2 because I think there's some more overall incredible movies. So when I get to those, but I had to have at least one Despicable Me movie or Minions movie, so I decided to put that one.
Nice. What are your thoughts? Despicable Me 3. Any favorite moments?
Let's see. uh, I like when Gru's like, Drew! And Drew just takes off his hat and reveals his hair, and then Gru's like,
He's so sad. Yeah.
I feel like he's jealous of his hair.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he has that sort of resentment towards his hair.
Yeah, I'm sure he does, because having good hair is a big deal. So
Yeah,
right,
me
Josh?
too.
Yeah.
Look at my
Yeah.
hair.
No, that one of the lines that he has makes me laugh every time because he's like, I have lots of hair and you are so bald.
So great. So
Yeah.
great. I think for me, the biggest thing of the villain is so funny to me, like the 80s
yeah.
kid. He's the 80s child star that never grew up. And so now everything he does is referencing 80s, and he's so cheesy, but it's just,
Hands fight.
yeah, it's so
Yeah,
perfect for a Gru film. So
my son says that all the time. He'll just shout out like dance fight, or he'll say like, I've been a bad boy.
Yo.
that's so funny.
Yeah, and then it's because of that movie. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's really cute. But it's just I'm like, you are a bad boy, actually.
You did break my 100-year-old vase, so
Mhm.
you're
Yeah.
kind of really bad for that.
Yep, for sure.
I like how he transforms too. Like the villain, he can like kind of like Mission Impossible, where they make the masks that look
Yeah.
just like yeah, he like makes the whole bodysuit and looks like
You
that
have been
diamond
duped
enthusiast, and he's
Mhm.
like, "You have been duped," when he's like got
by
a fat suit
me.
on.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, so funny.
Yeah, very cool.
Hmm.
All right, Zeke. Oh no, we're at my number 3. My number 3 might not be on anybody else's list, but it is Sing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's on my list. It's higher.
It's higher? All right. Well, there you go.
Awesome.
All right. Now you're number 2, Zeke.
Oh man, Despicable Me.
It's higher on my list.
No, it's not.
So,
No.
all right, we're over
No.
to you, Josh.
I disallow this.
My
It will
number
travel back in
two.
time and do
My
this.
number 2 is Sing.
All right, let's talk
So-
about it. You go first.
Bet.
Yeah. So I put that one semi high only because you and I both, we love music and stuff. So like I just think they did such a great job with like they're basically it's like a whole movie of cover songs, but they
Mhm.
did such a good job. And all the people they picked for like the voice actors and stuff was spot on. I really enjoy like Taron Egerton. I think
Mhm.
Taron. Yeah,
That's right.
Taron-
Taron
yeah.
Egerton. Yeah.
Yeah, he's great as like the gorilla, and
Mhm.
he's got a really good singing voice. And obviously, he played Elton John a couple years ago. But yeah, I put it high up on my list just because it's I love music, and a lot of the song choices they picked are great. And my son loves music a lot, so like we sometimes those will pop up on like our suggested playlist on Spotify.
Mhm.
So it's always fun to like, jam out because they did a really good job. I mean, like they're covers basically, but they made them even more like upbeat and more poppy than they already were. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind
it's
of.
really
it's
fun. But
basically impossible because Taylor Swift is one of them. So.
Yeah,
right,
for sure.
Yeah.
And
but
it,
yeah, no, it's fun. I have not seen the sequel, which is a shame because I know Bono is a voice in it,
mhm.
and I'm a huge U2 fan, but
Forgot who Bono.
but I love the first one though. It's
Yeah,
really good.
absolutely. Bono is the lead singer of a group called U2. So that's
Well, I thought you said YouTube.
no U2.
Oh yeah, U2.
Yeah, I agree. Like I think for me the music makes it stand out, and kind of why I put it up top, higher on the list. I think Matthew McConaughey does such a great job as that little koala. I think the world that they set up and the world that they put together with all these characters is so much fun. I think the lizard secretary lady was just hilarious every single
Oh
time. Her
yeah.
eye kind of flopping around and doing its own thing, and but she's the one that has it all together. But like she seems like she's kind of a a little bit of a aloof, but yeah, so fun. Scarlett Johansson, I think, did the voice of the porcupine girl. And I think all of the stories that they tell along the way for each of the characters gets a lot of good a lot of good character growth, and every character kind of gets to win out in the end, including the mom, the single mom, or the mom that has the pig mom that's got all the kids, and she gets this opportunity. And it's just like, just to see them all kind of succeed in this way is just, it was just a cool, really heartfelt, fun, uh, laughing, out loud movie. So lots of fun. How about you, Zeke? Remember seeing?
Yes, I
Yes.
do.
Any standout parts?
When the elephant has a great singing voice, because
Oh
she's like
yeah.
really shy, and I find that's like really cool.
Yeah, that was a good kind of flip of the roles,
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
elephant to be more shy and stuff, but then to get her confidence, because, uh, of
She
everything
really
else she
did
learns.
become the elephant in the room.
Nice. Yeah. And I think the big closing performance was so much fun. The big tough gorilla dad that's like in the prison, seeing his son on the TV, he actually is proud of him by the end. And so lots of, like I said, lots of good heart in this film for sure. And that's why I had it at my number 3 and you had it at your number 2, because it's got some good stuff. So, all right, my number 2 is one that was on Zeke's list at number 5 is the Lorax. The Lorax. I think for me, like, this is just a great story. It's a fun children's story, but has a lot of stuff adults can learn from. The I'm not sure exactly if it follows the book precisely. I'm assuming that it follows the short story, the Dr. Seuss short story, pretty closely, but dealing with greed and industrialism and all that stuff, and then just the fact that the Lorax is here to help save the world, save the Earth, so it doesn't become broken and can't produce life anymore. And just kind of seeing that journey from start to finish, and it was really really cool. And there's some good music in that one too. It's got Ed Helms as the main character, that's kind of going to this area of the forest to try and make what product is he trying to make? Do you remember?
A sneed.
A sneed. Yeah, it's like a all-purpose garment of some sort that you can do everything, but he needs this particular thing that this tree has and only in this area. And so he asks if he can do it. And they say, yeah, you can use a couple of them. And then he ends up taking down all of them. By the end of the movie, they're able to finally plant one more tree and all that stuff. So,
How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. How bad can I be?
and it does kind of like that whole like backstory and then like current story, because in the current world, they're selling oxygen or selling air in canisters because they can't, because
Produce
they
it
produce it
naturally.
naturally with the trees. And so there's that kind of like, we're getting kind of the backstory and all that stuff. So I thought I thought the villain was really bad. Like, it was nice to kind of you cheered for his demise. And yeah, I just liked it. It's high up on the list because it's the because the morality of the story, of what it's trying to tell us, that we need to take care of ourselves, we need to take care of the people around us, the world around us, and not just be greedy, not just take for ourselves. So that's why it's there on my list. What are your thoughts on Lorax?
I felt like he had his redemption moment when he planted a seed.
Mm-hmm.
He had his redemption at that point. But nah, let it die, let it die, let it shrivel up.
That was such a great twist that the villain did, for sure. I like it.
What
How
has the
about
Earth ever done for me? Do you know how much I regularly spend on heatings? What has the Earth ever done for me?
Nice. He knows all the quotes, man. Did you have any thoughts on Lorax, Josh?
Yeah, I actually did enjoy that one. I think that one came out for sure while I was at the video store. So I was like 2012. And sometimes we would throw it on in the video store because a lot of times we'd have to play, from a certain time, we'd have to play like PG or below just in case. Because we had a lot of families that came in. And then when we were like last hour of the night, because we were open kind of late, we'd put on like, PG-13 or whatever. But we put that one on quite often just because it was kind of fun. All the vibrant colors that Illumination always does well.
Mm-hmm.
Danny DeVito, I mean, you can't go
Yeah.
wrong with that guy as like your star. But yeah, it's a fun one. I mean, great voice actors. We have Taylor Swift before she was Taylor Swift, like she was just getting big at the time.
Yep.
Oh no, wait, where? Who was she?
She's I forget her name.
Was she the
She's like the main female character. I got
the
it here. Hold
girlfriend?
on.
The
She's
girlfriend?
Audrey.
Oh yeah. Wait,
So
there was a
she's like the
1970.
main but yeah, I mean it has such a
Main girl.
great cast. We
I
got
Yeah.
like
forgot who
Betty
Audrey
White,
was.
Zac Efron,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. And then
Yeah.
Ed Helms, you already said, Rob Riggle,
Yeah.
Jenny Slate, and Nassim Pedrad. They were both big on Saturday Night Live for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a fun one. That was I think that was their second movie they did. So like Despicable Me was first, and then they did Lorax next.
Mm-hmm.
So like they were kind of still launching the studio at the time, but yeah, they did a good job with Lorax for sure.
Absolutely. Cool. All right. We are to your number one, Zeke.
But yeah, before we do that, I saw in 1972 the Lorax on the IMDb
Yeah.
page we have there.
Yeah.
So
It's an original. I mean, it came out as a Dr. Seuss. See that Dr. Seuss. So those are old books before we were born. And so they did an original animation, kind of like they did with How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So they did other animations for his books way back then, and now they're kind of redoing them for a new generation.
Got it.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
I wasn't listening half the time. What?
Mhm.
Yeah, my aunt used to, when I was a kid, for Christmas, like every year she would buy me Dr. Seuss books. So like when I was a kid, I wish I still had them because I think a lot of them were like the original
Worth a
like
lot.
ones that came out. Yeah, but yeah, I had a ton of them. But yeah, Lorax was one of them. So Dr. Seuss was it opened up your imagination as a kid, and even
Yep.
like the books, like the artwork on the books and stuff was pretty trippy. But yeah, I was happy they started making, like newer animated films of that, like from the Dr. Seuss books.
Yeah, for sure.
My number one
All right,
is
let's hear your number one, Zeke.
Minions. Tonight
Minions.
we steal the moon.
That's from Despicable Me.
I know, but Minions.
Okay.
We already did Despicable Me. That was my second one.
We didn't
That was
yet.
my second one.
We didn't yet.
I
though.
already told you that was my second one.
I know. But Josh, do you have that on your list? Minions?
Which one? Minions?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Cool.
I don't.
All right. Yeah. So go ahead, Zeke. What makes Minions so great?
It's awesome. It's
It
so
is.
funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that they have to go back in time. Well, they've been here like
They've been here for so long. Yeah.
I know.
And then we see that journey.
Yeah. I remember when Gru was like, I steal the crown jewels. Oh yeah. And it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And the final battle when that guy was just huge, it was awesome.
You're talking about Minions, right?
Yeah, Minions. When Kevin, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Kevin's
yeah.
all art. Yeah, like Godzilla.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
I remember Kevin had a crush on her, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I really liked Minions also. I thought it was, it was interesting, but definitely understandable that they did Minions because they're some of the funniest parts of the Despicable Me movies. And so they're like, hey, let's just play with this world a little bit. Let's see if we can have some more fun with these funny characters that don't even speak English. I think that's that's something that's mind-blowing too. But then to add in like this whole like I remember when they're getting picked up for the first time, kind of hitchhiking by this family, and then it turns out that this family is a bunch of criminals too. I thought that
Yeah.
was great. They're villains. And then of course to go to this big villain con and to have the biggest villain there be Sandra
Villain
Bullock.
con.
I mean, it's
That's
just
so
it's
funny.
so great, so great. And yes, they did try to steal the crown jewels, and she wanted to be the queen. And it's kind of funny too, because I think it all stems back from like what you wanted love as a child, and she didn't get that love, and so she thought if I get jewels, then I'll be loved. So I mean, there's a morality to it, and then you get the minions just being silly and comic relief throughout, and it's really impressive that they can keep that entertaining and it not get old and boring with each movie, well, even just one movie, let alone doing multiple sequels. So very talented creators over there to be able to kind of keep this gag going and have it be fresh and new and exciting each time. So I'm
And shout
excited.
out to our last episode with Zeke, the Mortal Kombat episode. The
Mhm.
sumo
Mortal
villain in
Kombat.
Minions is
My-
Hiroyuki Sanada from Mortal
Oh,
Kombat.
nice.
So he
That's
was a
awesome.
voice in Minions. So
There you go.
yeah.
It's
the
connected
Mortal
to
Kombat
the
thing
tissue.
is bad.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite parts was when the guy finally somebody encaptured my love for Campbell, specifically tomato soup.
I don't remember that. I guess they like one of them like tomato soup, huh?
Yeah, I think.
Nice. Very cool. All right. I think we're at your number one there, Josh. What you got?
My number one is the Super Mario Bros.
Is that Illumination?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Nice.
That is.
Yeah, they're the studio because they worked with it's like presented by Illumination Studios, I think. So
Okay.
Yeah.
but yeah, some of the same like animators. That's why a lot of the animation looks kind of similar to like the
There
newer
it
one.
is. Nintendo and I totally did not have that in my radar. So they're nice. And
That's
I think
awesome.
would that make it a higher on your list then, Zeke? Would that
The
be
Super
number
Mario
one?
Bros?
Yeah.
No,
No? Okay.
because it's not one of the classics. That's the new one.
Okay. All right.
It
Yeah.
needed to be one of the
Yeah, come
classics.
on,
That's
dude.
fine. That's fine. All right.
It needs to be
It's not one of the classics, bro.
I got you. I
Yeah,
got you.
dude.
Okay. Let's stop. Let's let Josh talk about Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
But yeah, I mean Super Mario Bros. I've been a huge fan of like I grew up playing the old Super Nintendo games, the regular Nintendo games. When the movie came out, I finally got to sit and like watch it. Um, I I just thought it was done so well and it had so many awesome references, and they just did such a good job like making a full length movie, but having references from so many different things in the Mario universe. And then my son fell in love with it too, so, like, now he likes Mario a lot. But, yeah, they just did such a great job, and, I I just think it's on such a high epic level, especially from nostalgia purposes, that I had to put it as my number one.
Nice. No, I agree. Zeke, why don't you go first? Because I know you love Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario's is definitely one of my favorite franchises. It's definitely got that nostalgic 1980s Japanese. It started out like with, I think it was Duck Hunt and Super Mario Bros. It just got started with that, and then they built an empire. It was awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they made it into a movie, which is even more awesome.
And we watched the original. We did our episode on Super Mario Brothers, so we'll
Oh
link
my-
that in the description of this. And we
Lots
talked
of
about
references.
the original live action movie
That
and how
was-
amazing it
that-
was.
That
you know?
one,
So good.
Spoiler alert! Do not watch it. It was not.
We're gonna give away the DVD because I don't want it in my house anymore.
Oh wait, should we sign it?
And it's
Yeah.
not signed, so
Not signed by anything.
just
Just a
just
DVD.
take it.
It's a used DVD.
Did we rent
just
it or something?
get it.
No, I had to get it on physical media because it wasn't streaming anywhere. So
It wasn't even streaming. That's how
we couldn't
That's
even rent
how-
it.
nobody wanted it to
That's
be
why it
watched.
We can't even know
Yeah.
its Rotten Tomatoes score, even though we all know it would get a 0.
Exactly. But I will say, kind of my thoughts on Super Mario Brothers movie. I thought it was a blast. So much fun. You can hear more of our thoughts on that episode, but such a blast. All the different times where it jumps to the side scrolling and you see like how they're moving around like you would in the game. That was a lot of fun. I think they amped it up even in the sequel to make it even bigger and more fun. And all the stuff, the Jack Blackisms throughout as King Koopa was great. And or Bowser, I'm sorry, as Bowser.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, why did you say
Yeah.
Bowser?
Yeah. So, but yeah, Super Mario Brothers movie is great for sure. For sure.
Yeah, love it.
Cool. Well, my number one is Despicable Me. And I have it at my number one because it was the original. It was the OG. Illumination kind of put them on the map. We got Steve Carell as the voice of Gru. We have the introduction of these minions. We've got the fact that he is trying to, become the best thief of all time. We've got his nemesis Vector, which is hilarious character. We have he's adopting these young girls so that they can be nice kind of entry into these people's houses, where he can steal stuff while he's using them, but then he ends up falling, wanting to take care of them and wanting to grow, and so his character becomes less of a villain by the end. And so that's just it's a fun story, and like I said, because it was the original, I have it higher on my list. Zeke, you had it at your number 2. What you got?
Did. I loved the scene where he just sends them away on a roller coaster and he's like, goodbye.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Knowing that, no, I'm not gonna pick you up. Goodbye.
Yeah. And then the one about the where she makes noises
Makes
with
the
her face.
noise.
It's like, no more noises.
He's like, is this annoying? And he's like, very.
Yeah. So great. So great.
Yeah, there's that one's definitely, I think, out of all the Despicable Me, that one's one of the most quotable, just because like,
Oh shoot, my juice box.
yeah, I mean the little girls, the Gru himself, the scientist that works for him,
Oh yeah.
Russell Brand.
Russell Brand. Yeah.
He is one of the funniest characters because
Yeah.
he can't hear. Lennon likes that when he he asks for cookie robots and he makes boogie robots and he's like, "Why are you so old?"
That's so funny.
He doesn't listen very
Why
well.
are you so
Yeah.
old?
Yeah, Lennon loves that scene. They're like, "Boogie fever." And he's
Yeah.
like, I asked for cookie robots, not boogie robots.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
It honestly kind of hurt my heart because I was like, he's trying his best. But
Yeah.
I do remember.
Yeah,
We remember one scene where like Edith was the girl with like the pink hat and like she walked into this like spiky closet with like one of those fake.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know what they're called, but she
like a
walks in, it
casket. Yeah.
closes, and
It was kind of scary.
and then it was kind of scary, and then blood, what we think is blood, starts dripping out, and then she's actually like, shoot, my juice box.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
that's
That was
pretty
good.
funny.
He's got all the traps and stuff in his.
Yeah.
Oh, and then his little dog too, the little monster dog.
Yeah.
He's always getting like trapped in the. He gets closed into the little tunnel thing.
Yeah.
For
For sure.
I have one more scene that I
One
like.
more. Let's do it.
And then he starts discussing his plan, and then the girls like add in like these extra parts, and then he's like, I take the moon, I sit on the toilet. What? And it's just hilarious.
Oh yeah. Well, and then
Oh, he
Vector.
touched my butt. What?
Yeah, Vector's really funny.
Yeah, I like Vector
He's
too.
got a lot of like, because he's like really smart, but he's also like kind of a goofball.
Vector. Oh yeah.
And then his dad, you find out his dad is the head of the bank or whatever.
Yep. And I mean, there's that guy on YouTube that looks like Vector and now does a bit where he is Vector and testing out all the kind of the memed things, whether or not it works or not. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny to me.
Yep.
He's like,
Cool. Well, we have reached the end of our individual top 5s, and I do have our group top 5 ready to go. Are you ready to hear it?
Woo! Let's do it.
Let's do it. At number 5 on 2 lists at 4 and 5 is The Secret Life of Pets.
Nice.
Whoa,
Nailed it.
that's awesome.
All right. At number 4 on 2 lists at 5 and 2, it is the Lorax.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Number 3 on 2 lists at 3 and 2, it is Sing. At number 2 on 2 lists at 2 and 1 is Despicable Me. And at number 1 on all 3 lists is Grinch.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
there you go. It made it up to the top because it was on all of our
Dang.
lists. So
Yeah,
Did we
Grinch
even
is
do
pretty
enough
dang
on that
good though.
one?
yeah, it's good. It's good. What was that?
Out of everyone, it got a score of 6 out of 15. So 2 out of 5.
Yeah. Okay.
So it should be on the second one.
I don't know what you mean, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about.
So hold on. So there's 3 lists. Each have 5 categories. That's 1/5 times 3 times 1/3. So that equals 1/15. Now, if the Grinch is on the 3rd, that's 1, 2, 3, 3/15.
A few moments later.
And if it's on 4th, that's 1, 2, that's 5/15. And then it's on 5, so that's 6,
But we don't
6/15.
but we don't count the ranking. If
We
it's on 3 lists, it automatically is at the top because it's on everybody's list. And then
Yeah.
if it's on 2 lists, then you take the ranking into account, which is why
But that
Despicable
was very
Me-
impressive that you broke that down.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, Mr. Krabs.
Wow, it's been a while since we heard that one. Well, go see Minions vs. Monsters at the theater this weekend. It should be a lot of fun. They've been knocking out of the park pretty much every time. So go see it. And thanks, Zeke, for joining us.
Yeah, thanks,
Of
Zeke.
course. Now I shall disappear while asserting my dominance by T-posing.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Thanks so much for listening to the podcast. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to jump over to our website, moviesthatmakeyoupodcast.com, see all of our links. Follow us on Instagram so you never miss an episode, a live stream, or an interview. And until next time, keep watching movies.